Where I'm standing now behind me is Oxford Modern School Biguli, located in Kamwenge district. Oxford Modern School Biguli is a primary school and which is one of the best leading schools in Uganda. It start for its first PLOE in 2007 and it has managed to maintain its good performance for 16 years now. We want to find out how they have managed to maintain that performance. Where I have a head teacher, Oxford Modern School, Biguli, Kamwenge District, Western Uganda. As I have earlier told you that Oxford Modern School, Biguli, it is one of the leading schools in Uganda in performance. It started its first PLE in 2007 and from then it has maintained its good performance for 16 years now. We want to find out how they have managed to maintain that performance, and with me here I have head teacher Mr. Twinomjisha John. Glad to have you on this show.
Okay, thank you, sir. My name is Twinomjisha John, the head teacher at Oxford Modern School Biguli.
Well, thank you very much for granting me that opportunity to have you on the show. We have seen that you have managed to maintain that good performance for 16 years now. How have you managed to maintain that? Because according to the analysis I see even in 2018 you managed to score 100%.
Okay, it is true. We have tried to maintain the performance for a number of years, and this performance does not come as a miracle. We try and work hard for it. So one of the reasons why this school has maintained its performance is quality teachers. So we do make sure that we recruit the quality teachers and enough. So like you have seen our staff, we have 25 teaching staff members, and when you maybe divide them to the classes we have, you'll find that at least we don't have a class where you find that more than 50 runners are in one stream. Yes. So we do stream runners, then we give them enough teachers in that a teacher can reach an individual runner during teaching running process. So that is the first thing we do. We recruit enough teachers and competent ones. Another issue is about the parents' responsibility. Parents play their roles. So because performance, you cannot have performance without money. So these parents of ours cooperate. When we ask them to support their children with the requirements, they are able to provide.
Yes.
Another one is that our teaching staff works 24/7, as I can see. Because all the teachers of ours keep at school, we do provide the rent for them, meals for them. So they are always with runners most of the time. Whether boarders or the scholars, even the scholars, do come here for remedial lessons, and you find that at least they are helped. Even the weak ones, we try to bring them up. Another reason is about deploying competent teachers from the lower level. You see, some schools or some people think that performance is at P7, which is not correct. You build a good performance right away from nursery section.
Actually, to cut you short there, when you say most people think that maybe good performance is always seen at P7, I am interested to know, how do you promote pupils to P7 or from one class to another? Is it an automatic promotion or there is an average you consider?
Okay, thank you for that question. We don't have automatic promotion because you cannot promote someone to a certain level which he has not yet reached. So as teachers, that is our work. We assess runners, and after assessing them, then we determine who is ready for this level. And we may not have the pass mark, but we see their competencies, the capacity. So a child may be in 4th grade, but according to the assessment, continuous assessment, and we are able to tell, the teachers are able to tell that this one can manage this level. For example, a child may be coming from a poor background and he has the capacity. So we promote that child, hoping that he will, when he is helped at another level, he will improve. So our promotions are not automatic. We base them on the assessment and the reports from the teachers. They are the ones who determine. So we don't promote every child. So I was still explaining the point of good teachers at all levels.
Yes.
For example, in our nursery section, 3 classes, baby, middle, and top, we have 6 teachers there. So now you can see at least 2 teachers handling 1 class.
Yes.
In lower, we have even some classes, like we have P3 class. It has 3 teachers. So we make sure that we build good performance from the grassroots level, and that's why we maintain it. A school which bases on upper only P7, then that performance is not sustainable. So you must have children, like when you go check the performance of mid-term, end of term, beginning of term, the sets they do, their first grades are there. Good performance is there. So up to now, even when we got P3, we are able to know that this number of children is able to score first grades at P7 because we assess them right away from the lower level, not waiting at the upper level.
Do you always try to follow your pupils after scoring first grades at P7 when they join secondary school? Do you always try to follow how do they perform at secondary level?
Yes, we have been doing that, and by the way, even when they complete, we try to know the schools they have joined, and we keep following them. When the results of O level are out and A level, we try to know how these students, the OBs and OGs, have performed, and they have been performing very well, almost and they are always in big schools. So we do make a follow-up, and we even have records.
Okay, now in Uganda and all over the world, there is what we call homosexuality. Homosexuality, even in Uganda, there are a number of cases that have been reported in certain schools. I don't know here what measures do you have here at Oxford Modern School, Biguli, to curb that before it reaches here, or it is already here?
Okay, thank you. So it is a big challenge and it has come out, but the good thing is that as a school, we have not yet registered any case. We thank God for that, but still it depends on the measures we put in place. So first of all, as you have seen, we have runners who reside at school. So we get the hostel teachers, the ones we may call maybe their patrons and the matrons to help them. So if the boys are sleeping in one wing, then there is a teacher who is in charge of them, who monitors them, how do they sleep, what do they have in their cases, and any other thing that may result into homosexuality. And we use the spy network system to get information from them. So you find at least if there are some maybe cases runners are discussing, they cannot hide it.
Yes.
Then the teachers come to know in time. Then we have also matrons and those ones who handle these very young runners, but the old ones whom we think maybe may practice that habit are attached to the teachers. We call them hostel teachers. They are always with them. And when there is a dormitory, the way we built our dormitories, then there is a room for the hostel teachers who keep closer to them. Another measure is about money. Now this habit, they are jeering it using the money.
Yes.
So like our children are not allowed to keep the money on their own. So the money is kept by the teachers. So if a child brings an abnormal amount of money, then you become suspicious. We investigate. We contact the parents or we interrogate the child about the source of money. When you find the source of money is not clear, then at least you may discover that maybe it was given to him by a person to involve him or her in such acts. So that is also one of the measures. And regular checking, we checking their cases, to see maybe if they have materials that they may use to practice homosexuality.
How is the welfare here about pupils?
Okay, our welfare is good. We do feed our runners on posho and beans as the main meal, but we do change for them. We feed them on rice, matoke, we buy nuts, greens in the sauce, and minus that one, even in their porridge they take, we put milk there. We buy for them this packed milk, yogurt, they also take. And another thing, these children of ours practice agriculture themselves. They grow their gardens. You can see you have a garden of sweet potatoes there. So we harvest and prepare for them. They grow the greens themselves, cabbages. So their welfare is really good.
Now, and in terms of health, like first aid, what?
Okay, treatment and others, we have a school clinic. So when these runners fall sick, we take them for treatment there. We have a trained school nurse at the station who works 24/7, and she's always there to help them in connection with the hospital teachers and the matrons I told you. Because if a runner falls sick or a runner is on treatment, then there is that coordination. If the runner is going for medication like that, or reporting, these runners are young, like these young children may fall sick and fails to report, but those teachers and matrons discover and report them to the nurse for treatment.
All right, finally, can we have any word of encouragement to those schools that have not managed to perform like Oxford Modern School does?
Okay, so I would like to advise and encourage those schools that the performance majorly is built on the teaching staff as number one, much as we talked about other reasons that lead to good performance. So the moment you have competent and enough teachers, they are the ones who teach runners and pass. And another thing is that there must be teaching. We have a habit where schools give answers to runners instead of teaching. So for us, what is special with us is that we teach runners, in that when the time for exams comes, they are able to read and interpret questions on their own. So a school must have enough teachers and quality teachers.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing with Abd Mwesige. This has been the head teacher, Oxford Modern School, Biguli, Kamwenge District, Western Uganda, Mr. Twinumjisha John. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.